This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris, and today I'm making a delicious Southwestern black bean and corn salad. This salad is great along any kind of grilled fish or chicken. It's got fantastic flavors of the Southwest, the black beans, the corn, the red bell pepper, and cilantro, and a wonderful lime vinaigrette dressing. Now, when I make any kind of salad, I always like to use my biggest stainless steel bowl because that gives me lots of room to mix the ingredients in. So that's what I'm starting with today. And the first ingredient I'm going to put in is some black beans. Now, I'm using canned black beans, and this is a 15-ounce can, and I've taken 3 of those, and I've put them in my colander and rinsed them with some cold water. Many times in canned beans, there's kind of a thick paste that coats the beans, and I don't want that. So once I've rinsed them and drained them, I'm going to put those in my big bowl. And to my beans, I'm going to add 2 15-ounce cans of drained corn. Now, when you're making a salad like this, I always think it's a good idea to mix the ingredients as you add them. That way, you're sure to get all those great flavors all the way through. So I'm just going to take a moment and mix my beans and corn together, and you can already see this is just going to be a beautiful salad. Next, I'm going to take 2 large cloves of garlic, and I'm going to mince that right into my bowl. Then I've taken part of a red onion, and I'm going to mince some of that up until I get a 1/2 cup of minced onion. And that 1/2 cup goes into my bowl. And since I've got the onion and the garlic, I'm going to toss that together with the corn and the beans. Now I've got a nice large red bell pepper. I'm going to cut the top off, and I'm going to pop out the center stem, and I'm going to pull out that center membrane. There wasn't hardly any seeds in this one. And I'm going to cut it into some large pieces. Then I'm going to cut those pieces in some strips. And then I'm going to gather the strips together and run my knife through them. These should be a sort of a medium chop. And then with my top, I'm just going to cut it into some pieces and run my blade through it. And then all that red bell pepper goes in my bowl. And then I'll stir that in. Next, I have some fresh cilantro out of the garden. So I'm going to gather that together, and just the tops, I'm going to finely chop up a 1/2 cup of that as well. And then that goes in the bowl. And again, give that a stir. And now for our dressing, I'm going to be squeezing the juice of 3 limes right into our bowl. Then a 1/2 cup of olive oil, a teaspoon of salt, and some fresh ground black pepper. And then I want to toss all of that together. And then just for a little extra zip, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Now I'm going to cover this with plastic and put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. The longer this salad sits, the more the flavors start to marry. The one thing you will want to do is right before you serve it, you're going to want to taste it and see if it needs just a little bit more salt. Well, if you'd like to try this Southwestern black bean and corn salad, just go to our website and visit the On the Side show notes, and I'll have the recipe there for you. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. I'll see you next time.